So I cleared off the shelf up here and we're gonna start doing Disney. I guess I'm gonna call it a Disney shelf. It's not really, because not all of these are Disney owned, but we have Illy. So here's just the ones from glancing around that I know where they're at. We have to go and actually find more. Then we have Disney Doorables. I just think they look kind of cute going with Illy, especially because they kind of have like the same like vibe of what they're supposed to be. They're like inspired by their favorite characters. These are inspired by Doorables, like the Disney Doorables. But I don't know. I just feel like they kind of go together. I like them. I think they're cute. So hopefully they actually display well together. And then the other group that I'm going to put with them is Fairy Tale High. I gotta find them. I have 6. I know that at least Ariel is not unboxed, or the Little Mermaid inspired one, but I feel as if I have more than 4, so I don't know. I don't remember who the other characters that I'm missing are. I'm gonna go with Aurora and Tinkerbell. Hopefully I'm able to find them. I have more of you guys as well, and definitely more of you. So let's see if we can find more. I just did a quick glance around where I know off the top of my head they're hiding, but like I said, a lot of times I unbox stuff and I just set them on shelves, so hopefully I can find them, but we will see. I have come back with a larger pile. For whatever reason, I always think that I have more Disney Adorables. I feel like that's roughly their name. Anyways, I definitely do. They're just not unboxed. I gotta get around to unboxing them. Anyways, we have more Illys. Hopefully we're close to how many I have. And I did accumulate the other 2, which means that this is 6 of them. Well, now I'm concerned. Wait. Okay, how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no. Is there just... I feel like there's an odd number of them, and this is not an odd number. Who am I missing? Okay. There is. For whatever reason, I always think there's an odd number of dolls for this, so I have all of them. And then the only one that I'm missing is Ariel. I haven't unboxed her yet. And then Rapunzel is who I'm actually missing. Anyways, I can never keep track of how many Illy Forever dolls I have. I always think I have more than this. It's a lot, but it's not a lot. But I can't think of anybody else who I might have. So I'll have to double check in my actual list, because I keep track of the dolls that I have. Crazy enough, even though I'm like, I don't know who I'm missing, I keep track of them. Anyways, so they're gonna go on that shelf that I was talking about. And in case you're wondering, because I don't always explain at the beginning of the video, but I have been coming over here. I have been organizing my doll shelves. I know that it doesn't look like it here, but I have been working on organizing some of my doll shelves and trying to make them look nice, so that when I unbox it all, because this is the issue, is that I unbox it all and then I just put them randomly on shelves. You can already see 2 dolls on here. Technically I didn't unbox her, but you get the idea. Like, they just end up on random shelves. So my hope is that I can like put dolls in somewhat of a group, organize them a little bit, see all the dolls, how pretty they look on my shelves, work on shelves, work on, you know, putting things together and making the shelves look really nice. And anyways, so that's what I've been doing. I have a list of almost all of the doll lines that I have. There are some dolls that are excluded from it. Like, I never included the Flavas dolls, because while I do have 2 Flavas, they're not in their outfits. And then obviously Barbie has so many lines that exist, so I think I did like fashionistas, and then I wrote Barbie, and that was it. So there's so many Barbies out there. Anyways, so I took the amount of these little compartments that I have, and I have 5 of these shelves, I think, now. I got another one for Christmas, and I am dividing them up, and I said there's like, I think I started with like 103 dolls, and I have 25 of these little cubbies, and hopefully I don't need more than that. However, there are certain doll lines that I'll be putting other places. Example, I have shelves up here that are not being used. My father, he made new shelves for me, which I'll show you in a second. He put them up, but he was like, you're not utilizing all your shelves. And that's true. For a while I was keeping Monster High up here in their little Monster High display, but I have playset pieces. Anyways, so some of the lines are going to get put in here. So I'm not including these a part of that, but when we get to the lines that I've already designated for being up here and here, then I will put them there. But until they make it in my little roll, because I randomly choose doll lines, then they'll go here. I also have shelves here, which I can work on, and I've been working on the displays. I know they look kind of messy, but I have been doing it. I have been working on them right here. Boom, look. They don't look as great, but they are getting there. Anyways, so basically I randomly pick a number and then I look at the number on my list that I've made, and whatever number it was is what I have to focus on putting on a shelf. So for one of them I got Bratz. So I organized the Bratz. I did do Rainbow High, but that one's been like this for a while, so it looks nice. We're not messing with it. Same for OMG. I have yet to do the OMG display because there's more. But I'm not going to mess with this shelf, so we will just move into a second shelf. Who else have I done? Oh, yes. Moving down to this, I got Decora Girls. So I worked on this, and I put a bunch of little mini dolls in here. And as I add more dolls, so like I got Decora Girls, I got to cross them off the list, but I also got to cross off Hair Adorables, Hair Amazing. Nope, that's not what they're called. Hair Adorables. I also got to cross off Yummy Land. I can never remember that line. What are you called? Four Keeps, Curly Girls, and I even think that I included the like OMG Poopsie brand. I got to cross off those as well. Then, this is the last video that I did. I got, crazy enough, I think it was just her. I got Forever Best Friends, and I added a whole bunch of doll lines in here. So I got to cross off so many off my list. And now I got Illy Forever, so I'm going to obviously focus on making sure that I put these dolls in the display, and my hope is that I'll be able to add these dolls and these ones to it, and if I can add more, I will add more doll lines into the display, but I definitely have to add these because they were the ones that I got on my list. That's what I'm working on. These are the shelves that my dad built specifically because I got a new playset and I wanted to put it up, and I was able to put this playset up that I've been having, just sit around. So my hope is that once I continue to organize my shelves, I did have to take everything off this playset that I've had for a while. So I'll have to reorganize and stuff and make it look a little bit neater, and I can also organize my other playset that I have a lot of stuff. But we'll be able to put stuff here and make it look really nice and cute. But I'm using it for shelving right now to store my dolls that I have to now put on my shelf. So hopefully we can fit all of these dolls. I have one other line that I'm hoping to be able to actually fit on the shelf, but that one is maybe maybe they're kind of big, they're kind of clunky, so we'll see if I even have space, but if I do, that would be great. Let's start by putting Illy Forever up. Here they are. So those ones in the back have the knees that they cannot do the little this. However, these ones don't sit super well, so you can see that's this far, otherwise her knees pop out. So I'm thinking of maybe moving some of them to the back, and then some of these can sit here. I don't know. And then I can't do risers because they're just way too tall, so they're just regular. These sitting here, we're gonna think about it for a minute and decide who I want to sit up front. Okay, so I wanted to be able to put all three of my dolls here, but I don't think that I will. I just think that they're too big for the shelf, and I know that at least this collection is going to grow, and I hope that this collection continues to grow and we get the last doll part of this one. So I'm not gonna put them here, and I feel like I'm just gonna swap someone random in here for the little corner until I start getting more dolls, but I don't know who. So I'm gonna have to figure out where I want them, because do I want them with the Disney dolls? I feel like I don't have that many that makes sense to put them here. So questions asked, but I knew that I was missing a Decora girl. Not where I'm gonna keep her, but now she's on the shelf at least, and that is all that matters. So here she is, leaning forward, but nonetheless she's on her shelf, and that is all that matters. So I gotta put somebody here, but I guess I could spread it out a tiny bit more. And here they are living their best life. Again, if I wanted, I could put some other random dolls on this shelf, but I honestly think that they're just going to continue to grow, so it doesn't make sense to pile a bunch of dolls that I'll have to remove within the next little bit. But here they are, and I think that they look adorable. I do know for sure that I have more Disney Adorables, like I said, coming, and I just got one for my birthday, so this will also add some more to it. But yeah, here they are. I'm McPep. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we were at 83, and at least $3 more if I take it off. So now we're at 80. Anyways, I'm Ekta. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.